Hello, my name is Ben Grimlett. Today I'll be talking about mountaintop mining, which was the topic for our second term paper. First, I'm going to show my two word clouds that we had to do for the first part of the assignment. The top one was the first, before I read the articles, what my little essay was, and the bottom one shows definitely a much more deeper understanding of the topic. Other things I found interesting was that the top word cloud um, definitely with the words mountaintop and coal, ignoring those, you see the other big ones like Virginia, Pennsylvania. You see China in there, and it just focuses on the geographical understanding that I had. But in the bottom one, you see other words related to it, like drinking, and you see water, cardiovascular disease, reclamation, and then you see the areas like Pennsylvania and Virginia, and those in smaller words. So I think that just overall shows how my understanding got deeper, and was a lot more. I just had a deeper understanding to the second word cloud. So for my major findings, what I really found was that in the Appalachian Plateau, mountaintop removal is a big issue, and really you can see from the picture on the bottom, really can do damage to the environment. And not only is it damaging to the immediate environment, which the process involves the completely removing of everything over the land and just blowing up the earth until they reach the coal, but also with things like higher risks for heart and lung disease and also contaminated drinking water. It really affects the entire greater region. Um, Also, the biggest issue with mountaintop removal is the lack of like a strong government enforcement. There are rules, but they aren't heavily enforced, and mining companies often can find ways around them. So that's also a bigger issue. And until the government is really going to step in and crack down on these companies, we're going to continue to have problems with mountaintop, especially with mining, especially when it comes to ensuring that the companies are reclaiming the lands as they should be. In terms of sustainability, what we really learn here is that we need to have stronger and more complete reclamation of the land, and making sure that the land is taken care of as it was planned by the mining company and as is required by them, and it's not end up being private people having to build housing projects, but not have the ability to clean up the water resources or stuff that they need. Um, we really need to just carry out sustainable practice in the area to ensure healthy living for everyone for the years to come. Also, as the people in the entire affected region, they also need to be able to reduce their consumption, and that's going to get into the final piece of which was looking up my personal zip code. I'm from Cleveland, Ohio, so just to see how the electricity that I use at home is directly related to mountaintop mining from West Virginia, and that can also kind of lead to and show that even just if I reduced my electricity consumption at home, that would even affect. I mean, obviously on a very small scale, but it would affect how much coal is needed. So if like places, if like neighborhoods or towns or counties, whatever, however it gets broken up, want to take it upon themselves to reduce their electricity consumption, it can have a great effect on how much coal is needed and the effects that mountaintop removal has in regions of Tennessee, Kentucky, Virginia, West Virginia, and parts of Pennsylvania.